backpack. Check. Hey there popular people, Sean here again from popeyeliner.com, and today I'm going to kick off my back to school series with what should be the top essentials in your backpack. Okay guys, let's get started. So when you're going to high school and especially college, you're definitely going to need college ruled lined paper for writing and writing assignments. It's just good to just get a pack. You can pick these up at Walmart, Target. I got this at Walmart. This is the 1-inch subject. I picked this up at Walmart. And when you open it up, all the pages, they do have the perforated edges so that you can rip them out and have a nice clean edge, so you're not handing in a sheet of paper with all the little scragglies on the end. Some teachers don't like this, but I think if it's strictly just for your notes and not for necessarily assignments, this is great, especially if you're in college and you're taking like a history course, or maybe like an applied science or a biology course, something like that. It's really good just to keep your notes that you're going to have study for yourself in these little guys right here. Moving on, I picked up these dividers at Walmart, and I think that they are great because they have erasable tabs. So these tabs, you can actually write on them with a pencil and it stays on, and then you take your eraser and then you erase it, and that's kind of what it shows on the front. Any handouts that your teachers give you, just put them in this, and I like that they're waterproof. It's not the paper ones. And I picked these up at Walmart. Pretty much everything I picked up at Walmart except the backpack. But yeah, so you can, I would just save these specifically for the handouts that are given to you by the professor, because organization is key. Without organization, you're probably not going to do well in school. So the more organized you are as far as your assignments and even your locker, so the more organized that your locker is and you can find things, the better that it'll be when it comes to memorization. Not just memorizing what's on a test, but also remembering what it is that you're supposed to bring to class the next day. I picked up this little notebook. What I like about it is it's a way to kind of keep your thoughts, and I wouldn't necessarily use this for notes per se or for assignments. I would kind of use it as a therapeutic way to kind of write out my day. And when you come back, especially like when you're in high school and you come back to it at the end of your high school career and you walk across the stage and you're just looking back at memories, you can write down memorable moments that you had in this little book. I wouldn't use it as a diary as far as like talking about people, but just nice experiences like, today I got a compliment from, you know, such and such teacher, and you know, just little things like that, and it'll keep you in a positive spirit. And just in case you are getting down, maybe you got an F on a test or you didn't do as well on a project as you thought that you would, just look back at this and it'll help build confidence. And also when you're getting ready to do a public speaking assignment, just kind of look back at this little book and just know that, you know, that one little moment in time is not going to define you, so you don't have to be scared to get up there and speak and say what it is that you need to say in order to get your grade. So yeah, and helpful tips like that will also help you in the future and in the real world, just, you know, outside of the classroom. You can do this when you get like a job or if you get an internship, and it'll just help boost your confidence and your morale to want to do better. And to always remember that you do have something to offer, even if you might be at a low point at a certain point in time. So writing essentials that no one should be without, like no one. So highlighters, definitely. Study essentials, taking notes, you're gonna need highlighters. Sharpies always come in handy, just at random. Sometimes it has nothing to do with your school assignments, just random things. Like I was in marching band, which just came in handy. I was in theater tech, just came in handy. So I would suggest if, oh, and I was also an art student as well, portfolio studio art. So this came in handy. It's really, really great to have Sharpies to write your names on things. Write it on your backpack, write your name on your backpack, write it on your ruler, write your name on your ruler. Write it on everything, because for some reason when people get in a bind and they need something, they forget that things belong to other people. And so this is just a way so that you can have proof of what is yours. Sorry, that's just how the world works. So also pen, especially if you are in high school, write in pen, because when you get to college, any writing assignment that you have that's not typed, you have to write in pen. So go ahead and just get in that habit. When you become an adult, you're gonna write in pen. So just be in the habit of having pens with you at all times. I suggest that. Moving on, mechanical pencils. They have now changed the formula so that all of the lead that are in mechanical pencils are number 2 lead, and which is standardized testing approved. So I like mechanical pencils personally more, and it took me a while to get into it because being from the art background, I don't know, for some reason I liked a really smudgy pencil. I just kind of, I don't know, related to it much better, and I would doodle and draw on the size of my paper. But trying to keep up with a sharpener is ridiculous. When you have those little ones, they end up and they don't get sharp, and you need one, and no one nowadays for some reason have them in the classrooms anymore. So it's just good to kind of like get a pack and then get you some refillable lead to just kind of keep with you. It's much easier than to try and sharpen pencils all the time. When it comes to studying, there are 2 things that I find very essential aside from taking amazing notes. Using flashcards or index cards to create your own flashcards, so sticky notes. And I really like to take notes because I'm an auditory learner, and this is just for me, but I think it'll be helpful for everyone. So if your teacher says like a specific phrase that can trigger your mind to remember a whole like speech that they gave, it's good to kind of write those down and then stick them either in your textbook or on your page of notes, kind of in the area of where it was. I know sometimes I've had professors, especially my history professors, that will be talking about a subject and then they'll relate it back kind of to something that was happening presently in time and in history, like current events, and they'll kind of maybe give like their opinion on it, and I'll write it out as much as I can word for word and then put it by that subject, and I'm able to remember their story of what was going on more than I remember what was necessarily in the textbook. So it kind of helped me relate all of it together and make it make sense. So when the test comes along, I was able to remember and like have no problem, and also to be able to write essays because I could remember their story but switch it into an experience that I had myself. And from high school all throughout college, every single history class, I'm not lying to y'all, I made straight A's, and it was because of this method. It was just something that I kind of picked up on my own, and it just helped me. So that completes all the essential items that I would have in my backpack if I were going back to school this year. But I have a super surprise for you all. So for all of my popular people out there, you have an opportunity to win every single item, including the backpack. So it's just 3 simple steps. First, click the subscribe button. Second, follow me on Instagram, which is @popeyeliner. And third, like the popeyeliner.com page on Facebook. Alright guys, bye, and thank you so much for watching.